Are you feeling really hurt by something your man has done to you, or maybe by a relationship breakup or something that's happened to you in the past in love? Well, don't waste another minute in pain. Hi everyone, Mireille Nicole here, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about what you can do to stop feeling the pain or stop being in pain when it comes to your love life. So like I said, maybe something really hurtful happened to you in either your current relationship or maybe with a guy you were dating, or maybe you're going through a breakup and you're really struggling to get over that, to get through it. So today I'm going to talk about what you can do to help with that. And actually the inspiration for this video came from an amazing viewer here on YouTube. I had posted a video not too long ago about, was dumping him the right decision? And this wonderful lady responded, or commented I should say, on the video, sharing, opening up about how, yeah, she really gets what I'm saying in there and what she needs to do. However, she's really struggling with letting go of this person. So in her situation, it was breaking up with someone or dumping him, and she was really struggling with that. And this is something I hear a lot of with the women I work with. I have women who come to me where they've been through something really challenging in their marriage, and even though both her and the husband, right, the woman and her husband decided to try to make things work and make things better, she, the woman in this case, is really struggling to kind of get over that and forget it and forgive and let go and move on. And this is having a really big impact on her happiness and in the relationship and making the marriage better again. So if you can relate to that, let me know in the comments. We're going to talk all about this today. So I'm just going to jump into it and let you know that my biggest, most important piece of advice to you when it comes to letting go of something is that in order to let go of something, the easiest way to let go is to latch onto something else. So to really shift the focus on something positive, something that you do desire. And I'm not saying, fake positivity and just forget it. What I'm sharing here is if you want to let go of something, you have to have something else to grab onto that either has equal emotion or even more emotion attached to that. So I'm going to explain what I mean by this. But what I share with women when it comes to this all the time, the little example I picture in my head, I don't know if this actually happened. You know those old Bugs Bunny cartoons? All I picture is like Roadrunner running after someone, Bugs Bunny or whatever, and Bugs Bunny falling off the side of the cliff and just like holding on to something, right? And it's hard to let go, and there's a big cliff at the bottom, right? It's hard to let go of something when you feel like if you let go of it, there's nothing to hold on to. You're just going to fall into the abyss. It's just going to be even more traumatic to just let go. Or maybe when you let go, what's underneath, right, is the unknown. You don't know what's there, and that's very, very scary. So obviously you hold on to that. But other reasons why you might be holding on to something and struggling letting go is what I mean by the feelings too, right? So when I talk about to let go and actually let go of the branch and just fall into the unknown, what's really important there is that whatever you latch onto has this positive charge or emotion at least, right? So a lot of times what happens is that we might struggle letting go of something, but we also feel that kind of emotion inside. And sometimes, even though it's something really negative we had a hard time letting go of, there is some sort of positivity and some kind of good feeling that gets attached to that, right? So maybe, you're getting a lot of people soothing you and, kind of helping you through it or giving you attention, right? And that feels really good. But at the same time, that's not getting you what you want. So as humans, we are designed to either avoid pain or move towards good feelings, right? Happiness. So actually, maybe to explain that, I'll share a personal story, right? So that you can understand kind of the whole idea of letting go something and latching on to something new. So in my love life, it was really, really important to me to really be in a relationship where I felt kind of like that head over heels, those feelings of lust, like people call them, right? Those butterflies and everything. So when I was experiencing in my romantic life, I wasn't experiencing those feelings. It was getting really discouraging for me. There were a lot of situations, in the dating world, in relationships where I just wasn't feeling that. And it was really hard for me to really kind of let go of situations to go towards what I really desired, because I was stuck kind of in that moment, right? In that situation. And if you're going through this, if you're having a hard time letting go, I'm willing to bet that you feel really stuck in there and like you don't know what to do. What really got me unstuck in my situation was when I started focusing on those feelings again that I desired. So for a long time, I wasn't feeling those. I was kind of like stuck where I was, and I kind of couldn't let go of the circumstances that I was in my love life, because I couldn't picture anymore what it is that I truly desired and truly wanted, and not only pictured, felt inside, right? Felt those emotions. And the game changer for me, and what I always encourage women to do when we're working on things like this, is to really go back to dreaming of this romantic love story that they desire for themselves, or that they've seen in like movies or romance novels, something that really gets those emotions stirring inside of them and really, really feeling them. Because what happened to me is one day I was watching some sort of like amazing romance movie. I forget what I was watching. I watched so many of them. And I went up to my bedroom that evening and I looked in the mirror and I said, I am not going to live my life not having that feeling in my love life. I'm not going to live another day. I'm not going to leave this earth without feeling those emotions. And then what I started doing is I started really focusing on those feelings on a regular basis, and even continuing to kind of watch those movies and just immerse myself in my own desire. So my advice to you is, if you're in a situation where you're in a lot of pain, you're maybe broken up with someone, there's something in the past in your current relationship that happened with you and your partner that you have a hard time really letting go, the secret for you is going to be to really focus on that vision that you have for your relationship or your love life, and really pay attention to that and really feel the emotions into that. And like I said, if you need some sort of like crutch, like watching a movie or just thinking of a love story, or maybe it's an example in your own real life, you have some really good role models when it comes to what it is you desire for yourself, to really immerse yourself in that. And that's not to say that you completely ignore the negative emotions. Like, I know for myself, I still work through some of these hard moments and kind of letting go of things that I've had in my past. Like, I still work on those regularly, and that also involves feeling those emotions. So this might sound totally crazy. I do this like quite regularly, like not all the time, but I'd say like a few times a year. I still have a good cry over like boyfriends from like decades ago, right? Like, I still feel and replay those scenarios in my mind and really like comfort myself and like, oh my gosh, that was really hard, and just kind of feel into that and release it and let it all out. And you know, even though I'm still feeling that pain in the moment, what I've come to realize and notice is I'm really paying attention and really intentional about doing that, is that with the tears, it also, those negative emotions and those difficult moments that I have a hard time letting go of, I do feel them start releasing through my body, and I do feel lighter, and I feel my body kind of float a little bit more after I've been through those moments. So like I said earlier, it's not all about fake positivity and just slapping a smile on it, or just looking at the bright side and ignoring kind of really what happened that you're having a hard time letting go of. It's really also focusing at the same time, like honoring that side of it, but also starting to work towards placing more focus on what it is that you do desire. And the more you focus on that and the more that grows, the more you'll find you can start loosening your grip on whatever it is that you're having a hard time with. So in the case of this woman that commented on my video, like, I would really encourage this woman to really start focusing on what it is that she desires, and post breakup, and what is it in terms of love life and relationship that she does desire, instead of focusing so much on what could have been and was that a mistake and whatnot, right? To really focus on moving forward, and even just like keeping it vague. If it's hard right now, if you're really focused on a person or a situation that happened to you, just kind of keep your outlook on what you're desiring very broad, and again, just feeling into really kind of the emotions in your body. Because if your brain kind of disagrees with you or can't really believe what you're trying to picture or think of. That's why it's helpful to look at those other romance examples, right? Because it's not you, your brain can't argue with you, but also just whatever gets you feeling in your body, because usually the feeling part of what it is you desire is what's going to be the most powerful, because as soon as you think of something, you feel something, then that influences like your behavior and your experience in life. So I'm getting all woo-woo there, but that is what I wanted to share with you today. I hope that was helpful. If you have, a particular situation you'd like some insights on, leave them in the comments below. If you're open to sharing and being vulnerable, I get back to all my comments. And if you'd like some support with this, especially if you really struggle with that, I have a coaching program tailored specifically for you. So click on the application link in the description below and we'll just have a chat to see if we're a good fit together. All right, I hope you really enjoyed this. Thanks so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.